When I started this class, I felt like I had a pretty decent view of what an information global society was. I took a class about it in high school, but I didn't think there was a whole major related to information science. I thought it was silly, but I didn't realize how vast the world of information science was. My basic understanding is that information society is a very vague term. It has tons of branches and sub-branches. It can be physical, and it can be digital. In its essence, it's how information is transferred, collected, and perceived. I didn't really think about how information was perceived until I sat in lecture and talked about things like information anxiety and information overload. I didn't know that information is considered part of this triangle hierarchy that leads to wisdom. Now I know I thought an information science degree was a bit weird, but I realized there's quite a bit of what I learned from the field that I could use in the future. In the future, I'd like to work as a web developer. I thought it would be a pretty practical career to take on with all my experience as a graphic designer. But when you start hard coding everything, it gets complicated, and when you start building larger websites, you have to start learning how to organize. One big responsibility is you gotta make a website that people can easily navigate. You need to study how different cultures may have different ways of reading a website. Some people read from left to right, while others read from right to left. A big role is just being the liaison between all the files that are put up on the server and the end client who's viewing the information. I think it's pretty cool to be studying a field that's becoming more and more relevant due to the fact that evolving technologies made it easier to transfer and collect information. It's my job as a future information professional to make all that information a little less overwhelming for people.